I don't think we had an active war going, but we still had the draft.
Right.
And somehow, I never thought about it before, but somehow he was in.
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm not up to eating food yet.
A couple of cranberries.
Okay, what else?
You're doing great. Yeah.
You want some chocolate covered cranberries?
No, thanks.
What haven't I covered? Talk about the company?
Yeah, if you've got some stories about the company that you want to mention or something like that. I mean, what do you think
How
people
about
want
those
to
people,
know about
that
that?
couple who sent you cards, Christmas cards, every single year with pictures and
Oh.
notes and
Johnson. What was her name?
Who?
Lee and Chuck.
Lee.
Oh, okay. Lee and Chuck Johnson? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't Chuck.
We our business was expanding, and at that time, which was in the late 50s, the thing that the gadget that was current was the remote control for television. And at that time, the tuners were all mechanical, and you had that rump, rump, rump when you did them, and that had to have in order for it to be a remote, you had to have a motor, which was ours. And we had Admiral, Motorola.
Yeah, they were called clickers back then.
Yeah, RCA. We had probably 50% of the market, good piece of the market. And Sid he would go down to, I think we were mostly shipping into Bloomington, but it was bought out of Indianapolis. And he would go down there, and he made buddies out of all the RCA people, and they were a big account. So that enlarged our business a great deal. Then all of a sudden, the electronic tuners came in, and in a year or two, all the business went away. And then we were concentrating on the vending machine business, and we had some special design motors that were designed into coin mechs, we call it coin mechanisms, which would give you your change or anyway, we had a lot of business on that. And then pretty soon that was going away. Then we were buying companies. We were growing. We went to Wisconsin, opened plants there, and kept growing. At our high point, we were about 750 people. We opened a plant on the border, and we were making Oryx vacuum cleaner. We bought a company that was selling Oryx. And the first year, I think with Oryx we had about a 10 or 20,000 order. But after a few years, we were making 500,000 vacuum cleaners for them. They're canister type. They would give the canister away because you paid twice what you should for the upright. So that was the big thing. And then we got into treadmills, and we started treadmills. We made special designs for treadmills, and that was Stan's account. Stan nursed it from, I don't know, the first order was 10,000 till shortly after we sold it, they were making $1 million a year, which was very big. I mean, that was more than half our business, and that was one of the big reasons we sold. It was too much of our business. So we had a good run, sold the business in '97 for twice what it was worth, and that was our business. along the way, I had 4 children. Arlene died in 1991 of cancer. We traveled a lot. There was one thing that we did a tremendous amount of, and it was traveling. We always said we're going to go to the third world countries while we can, because those were the harder trips. And we'll save Europe for our old age, because those are the easy trips.
You and Arlene?
Yeah. And just about the time we were finishing with the third world, we had a couple more to do, but she died. And then Louise, who was her best friend, came into my life. We married, and we started doing more traveling, mostly in Europe, but we did an awful lot of traveling. There aren't too many countries we haven't been. And
What was your favorite place to go? Where did you really enjoy going the most, would you say?
well, we went to South Africa I went 6 or 7 times, 8 times, because I liked animal viewing. South Africa is a wonderful place to see. So I would have to say it must be South Africa if I went there so many times. We loved Egypt. Hated India, because that was a really tough trip. But when I got home and I realized what I had seen and been exposed to, I loved India. It just took me a little while to realize it.
Is there anywhere that you haven't been that you regret not getting to?
Yeah. Yeah, we were thinking of going to Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Louise and I, but then I got cancer, so I can't travel anymore. But there are a few more trips we would have taken. But I discovered if you haven't been to a country in 10 years, it's like a new country. It's totally changed. You might as well go again and see it all. But I've had a good life, good run. And
You talked about Florida. Florida.
oh yeah, we in 1988, Arlene and I bought a condo in Florida in a golf course community. So we started going down there. But I think, if I remember correctly, Arlene only had 2 years there. And from then on, it was Louise. And so we've been spending winters in Florida since 1988. Playing a lot of golf and doing a lot of country clubbing and all that stuff, which all contributes to a wonderful life. What haven't I covered?
As far as I'm concerned, you've covered everything I would ask you about.
Any questions? Louise, you certainly must have questions.
Well, I don't think you talked about any of your friends, did he?
Well, this
It's
is,
more of a family.
this is more family,
We just want family?
personal, yeah.